Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and there's pretty much a pseudo Steam sale going on right now because a bunch of publishers have kicked off a Lunar New Year sale, and all of that together means that there's a ton of deals available right now. You've got a Sega publisher sale for Lunar New Year. You've got a Capcom Lunar New Year sale. You've got Skybound Games running a Lunar New Year sale. You got Bandai Namco doing one. You also got a Dark Souls franchise sale, which we could laugh about the Dark Souls prices. $42.50 for Dark Souls 3 and all of the DLC? Okay there, buddy. We've got an EA Lunar New Year sale, and we've got a PlayStation publisher sale. Holy hell. Let's try to get through as much as we can, starting things off with the Sega publisher sale. Outside of Yakuza Kiwami 3, I think Sega is one of the better publishers in all of gaming, and they've got some great deals. Sonic X Shadow Generations is at a historic low price point of $19.99, which I think is a legit great price for that game. I thought Sonic X Shadow Generations was awesome. You got the Shadow campaign, which is really good, and you got Sonic Generations, which they did do the schemery where they pulled the original game from being bought. It is what it is there, but $19.99 on that I think is pretty good. Virtua Fighter 5 Revo is $11.99. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba The Hinokami Chronicles 2, 40% off for $35.99. Shinobi Art of Vengeance, historic low price point on that, $17.99. Shinobi Art of Vengeance is awesome. I highly recommend it. It's a great action platformer. Emu does a great job of taking these older games and older series, I should say, modernizing them a little bit, but still having that heart and soul of a classic, so I really enjoyed Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza, historic low on that, $17.99. I know everybody's piling on RGG right now, but Pirate Yakuza was a legit, really good game. Majima at the helm of the story I thought was great, so obviously you gotta recommend that. Metaphor Refantasio is $35. Yes, it's pricey, but it's literally one of the greatest JRPGs of all time, at least in my opinion. I think it's tremendous. Highly would recommend that at $35. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, $42 on that. Persona 3 Reload at $24. Total War Warhammer 3 at $14.99. Yakuza Kiwami and Kiwami 2, because they got these re-releases, so the price point's juiced up on these as well. I hate you, Sega. I hate you sometimes, Sega. I mean, you guys do a lot of great work, but some of this nonsense I despise. But nonetheless, $13.99 on those. And yeah, you can check all of those out. Yakuza 0 got its price juiced up as well. Literally, Yakuza 0 used to be $5. Then they upped the price point of that game to $11. And now, if you want Yakuza 0, it is $35. And here comes the... well, you guys had so many years to pick it up. Like, the absolute nonsense. What relevance does that have? Nothing. So, yeah, it's crazy. But, like, just seeing that, I'm like, dude, I don't need the English voice acting that badly. Like, I don't need to spend $35 on that nonsense. But nonetheless, you've got the other Persona titles on sale. Persona 5 Royal is $17.99. Persona 3 Reload, $24. Persona 4 Golden, $9.99. I know it's getting a remake, but the remake's gonna be $70. So, you know, if you wanna pay $70 and wait another year or however long it's gonna be till it comes out, more power to you. Yakuza Like a Dragon is $7.99 as well, which is a great deal. So a lot of good stuff there. Capcom runs a sale every other week, so this isn't really that big of a deal. The Capcom Publisher Sale is running right now. Like, bro, the Capcom games are great, don't get me wrong, it's just they run sales, I feel like, more often than, like, Steam and Valve is even supposed to allow you. I don't know how they get around this, but I feel like I'm covering Capcom sales so often. Yes, the games are great. Outside of Monster Hunter Wilds being an abysmal PC version and Resident Evil 4 getting butchered with the new DRM, which, the game is still very easy to run, don't get me wrong, but, like, why are we limiting performance with DRM? That shouldn't happen, but Resident Evil 4 is $15.99 and the Gold Edition is $19.99. Village is $9.99 for the base game. Resident Evil 2 is $9.99. Monster Hunter Wilds, again, the game is getting better, but $38.49 on that. Street Fighter 6 is $19.99, and I love my time with Street Fighter 6. I haven't played it recently, but when it initially came out, love Street Fighter 6. Capcom Fighting Collection, that's on sale. Dino Crisis 1 and 2 just dropped on Steam, $4.99 on those. Devil May Cry franchise pack, $19.89 on that. That includes DMC 5, that includes DMC 4, and I believe the Devil May Cry HD collection. Yeah, so all that for $19.89. I would say is pretty damn good, so I would check that out. They've got a Resident Evil Reload collection, which I really wouldn't pick that up just because if you're trying to get a collection like that, buddy, the smart money play is wait for Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle will have like the Resident Evil bundle on sale for like 10-15 bucks and you can just pick it up then. Mega Man Complete Pack, $49.42 on that. That's quite pricey as well. There's a Dead Rising pack, and some other of the Capcom classics are on sale. Again, I think Capcom's cooking with gas these days, but some of their PC-related stuff is still nonsense, so it is what it is. Skybound Games, a Lunar Sale. You've got Walking Dead, the Telltale series, $9.99. It's not $4.99, but $9.99 is still pretty damn good. WrestleQuest is on sale for 80% off for $5.99. I want to mention this because this is actually done by Mega Cat Studios, who just dropped that new God of War game on PlayStation. And hopefully that God of War game makes its way over to PC. I think it will. Give it like 3 to 6 months or a year, however long it is. Why not get that game on PC? I think that game would do really well on PC as well with like Steam Decks and whatnot. I think people would be all over it. So, yeah, that, like, Mega Cat Studios, they haven't done like a ton of games, but given WrestleQuest very much had that pixel graphics look, I looked at their, history of what they've put out, and I was like, all right, that makes sense. And I would love Sony to do more of that. Take some of these under the radar studios and give them a chance to work on your bigger IPs, like spin-off titles, or not even bigger IPs, like any of your IPs. Less of Concord, less of Hunting Grounds and things of that nature, and more of the God of War 2D game. I feel more of Kenna 2, invest in games like that. But not to go on a tangent on that. Glitchbusters is $1.99, the Big Con $1.49 on that's pretty good. So yeah, a lot of good deals there. Then we do have the Bandai Namco Lunar New Year sale, which a lot of good deals here as well. You've got anime titles discounted. Digimon Story Time Stranger is 25% off for $52.49. Time Stranger was one of my favorite games of 2025. I thought the game was great, and like the game is pretty dark from a narrative standpoint at times, and that's what a lot of people are surprised by the Digimon games sometimes, especially if like newcomers come into them. They're like, yo, why is this game like kind of mature from a narrative standpoint? It's like, yeah, dude, not every game is designed to be Pokemon. Like, some games go a little bit more mature. I get that the Pokemon Digimon comparisons are always going to be made, but yeah, Digimon from a tonality standpoint, a little bit darker as far as the thematics. But yeah, it was a great game. Loved it. I hope that it doesn't take another 9 years or whatever to get the sequel for it, or a new Digimon story game. But yeah, fantastic game. Super Robot Wars Y is $40.19. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, $35. Tekken 8, $24. Bleach Rebirth of Souls, $36. Well, I did love that game. $36 is kind of pricey, and there was a lot of issues with the PC release. Naruto Storm Connections being $24 is absolutely heinous. Dragon Ball Fighters, $9.59 on that is fine. Ace Combat 7, $9.59 on that. Although that was recently, like, I want to say it was like $4.50 or $5, like very, very cheap. But yeah, $9.59 is still a decent pickup. Gundam Breaker 4, $30. Naruto Storm 4, for some reason that's gotten its price juiced up, $15 on that. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's $15. Just has a lot of DLC. The smart money play with Kakarot now is to wait for the special edition to go on sale, the Ultimate Edition or whatever it's called. Master Edition, I think it's called, with Daima and all the Season Pass content and everything like that. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers is $5. Super Robot Wars 30, 1979. Gundam Seed Battle Destiny is $30, 25% off. Not cheap enough, but, I'm a big Gundam guy, so obviously that's going to be something I think is pretty cool. Shadow Labyrinth, 1979. One Piece Odyssey, 1479. Scarlet Nexus, 959. I think that game is super underrated, but yeah, 959 on that. Then we do have the Dark Souls franchise sale there, buddy. $42.50 for Dark Souls 3 and all the DLC. That game, you guys, in 2 months will be 10 years old. Is there any other game that's like a single-player game like this? It's not a live service game or anything like that that's had perpetual content updates that came out a literal decade ago, and to get the DLC and the base game, it's $42.49. I literally don't think there's another game on Steam that's like this. It is insane. Dark Souls 3, from, like, relatively speaking, from when it came out a decade ago to its price point, might be the most expensive game on Steam when you look at it from that lens. Like, all of the games, what other games came out in 2016? I can't remember off the top of my head. Like, Uncharted 4 came out in 2016, didn't even come out on PC until 2022, I think it was, but that game's like $15, and you got Lost Legacy with that, for example. What else came out in 2016? I don't know. I'm trying to remember, but, games of that era are literally on sale for like $10, $5, $15-$20 at most. Like, Nier Automata is, and that's a Square Enix game. A Square Enix game goes on sale for $15.99, and you got Dark Souls 3, the deluxe edition out here, $42.49. Look, we all know why that is. From Software games have a special breed of fandom, and they're gonna pay a premium. They're absolutely gonna pay a premium, and these games are just ones that stand the test of time. I get that, but still comedy. When you look, like, $42? There are games that came out in the last year that are already on sale for well under $42. Like, just think about, so, like, Bleach came out in spring of last year. That's $36, and I would say that's overpriced. Obviously, Bleach and Dark Souls 3 are not comparable in terms of quality level, but even Monster Hunter Wilds, like, bro, Monster Hunter Wilds literally came out in February of last year, and it was a $70 game, and it's on sale for $38.49. While Dark Souls 3 is out here, $42.50. Like, can we just laugh at that for a second? Then you got Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. That's at $20, and Dark Souls 1 is at $19.99. So DS1 and DS2 are a little bit cheaper, but man, DS3, and I love DS3. Don't get me wrong. I think DS3 is one of From Software's best games that they ever dropped, but $42 and change is just damn near unhinged, and I don't know if it's ever gonna get cheaper. Maybe for the 10-year anniversary, like when April actually rolls around. I don't know. Can we get this down to $19.99? Can we get the deluxe edition down to $29.99? Well, would that kill you, FromSoft? Would that kill you, Bandai Namco? But yeah, it is what it is. I don't know what, like, special verbiage they got written into their contracts or what the reasoning is, because Activision published Sekiro, and Sekiro still goes for $30 on sale. And people bug out about, I want to say it's Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which Black Ops 3 is a good comparison. People bug out over that game still being $20 on sale, I want to say it is. And that game came out in fall of 2015, just 6 months prior to Dark Souls 3. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is $42.50, which is crazy to me, but nonetheless, the game's goated, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's still crazy. EA Lunar New Year sale is running right now as well. Bunch of EA titles. You know, a lot of you guys hate EA, but it is what it is. And actually, for this Lunar New Year sale, they've got Split Fiction on sale, they've got Battlefield 6 on sale, It Takes Two, F1 25. It seems like a lot of their titles are not on sale, unfortunately, so it's a very limited sale from them, but nonetheless, Split Fiction is great, $37.49. Battlefield 6, It Takes Two, that's a good deal as well. Is A Way Out on sale? It'd be kind of strange if both, yeah, Way Out's not even on sale either. So, yeah, very limited sale from EA, but it is what it is. And then PlayStation PC sale, you got Stellar Blade at $45, Ghost of Tsushima at $36, God of War Ragnarok at $40.19, Spider-Man Remastered at $24, Marvel Spider-Man at $19.99. Why is Lost Soul Aside still $40? Come on now. Lost Soul Aside should, like, literally be $14.99 by this point. And I don't even hate that game as much as a lot of other people, but come on now. $40 for that is unhinged. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is $48, which that should be cheaper as well. One of the worst PC ports of all time. Lego Horizon Adventures is $20. Ratchet Rift Apart, $23.99. Sackboy Big Adventure, $19.79. You got Horizon on sale as well, Last of Us on sale, the typical stuff from one PlayStation. But that is going to do it for me. Some pretty solid PlayStation game deals and some pretty solid deals across the board. A ton of sales running right now, so check out all of those. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.